Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Taken in part exchange only yesterday. Here we have a Mazda CX-5. This is the 2-litre petrol GT Sport Plus model. This is a manual car presented in Snowflake White. Now, this car is incredibly well spec'd, standard. I'll run you through the spec when we get inside. But on the exterior of this car has also got the aero kit. So the aero kit, these garnishes here on each corner of the bumper, along the side here, okay, and on the front bumper. So on the launch of these cars, this shape of car, we actually had cars fitted with the aero kit for our showroom cars, and we sold a lot of them off the back of it. And I think it's a very tasteful mod. Now, on a more practical side, this car has also got roof bars. So these have been fitted, okay? And look at that. So if you are going to be carrying a roof box or whatever it may be, another very useful accessory. Now, we sold the car from new and we've always serviced it. We last serviced it in March this year. Okay, only a few thousand miles ago. It's done about 25,000 miles. So I say full service history with ourselves. Now, the car's condition is very, very good indeed. I've had a good look round it. Now it's been cleaned, and it's, well, flawless really. That's just a fly. And yeah, very nice indeed. Now let me show you in the boot. Now you've got the power tailgate. Now if you've got a brand new CX5 Sport, it wouldn't have a power tailgate, which they normally do, because of this chip shortage. So some of the older cars have actually got better spec. Now look at that, you've got an enormous boot. Little BOSE speaker there. There is space for a spare wheel should you require one. You've got these very clever levers here, okay, which save the acrobatics. And the boot closes like so. Now the back seats do go almost flat, okay. Oh, and they are the over mats there. I don't know why my valeter does that. He cleans the car, puts the mats in the boot. Now the GTs have a very dark brown interior. Now to me, I would probably say it's black, but it's very dark chocolate brown, which I like. And with the GT you get heated rear seats, as well as this is standard on all of them, USBs for charging in the back, okay, but those heated rear seats, how considerate. Now talking about consideration, the rear doors, where Mazda have designed this car, they've made the rear door open almost like almost at a right angle, so it's very easy to put children in child seats, for example. Or my elderly parents would be delighted if I collected them in a car with this sort of format. Front doors open, not quite 90 degrees, but plenty of space. Now the GT's got the nice little chrome switches, so you've got electric seats at the front. Now these are also cooled, so yes, you've got air conditioned seats and heated seats. Okay, so you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the black headlining and the sunroof. All right. These from Sport onwards have the BOSE stereo, which this has. And these also have radar cruise control. So if you see CX5s with the like solid filled in badge, you know it's got radar cruise. If it's the hollowed out one, it doesn't. That was standard on the cars from about late 2018. So Mazda have been very generous indeed with their spec. Electric windows, mirrors, electric folding mirrors. You've got a 360 camera, lane departure warning, traction control, i-stop, so an engine stop-start system, helps basically save fuel. All good stuff. Tyre pressure monitoring. Should your tyre pressures deviate 4 psi or more. Now the GTs also had what the current cars have as standard, and it's like this backlit, I think they call it a TFT dash, but look at it when I switch the ignition on. It's delightful. Look at that. And the wonderful thing as well, you can... Am I pressing the wrong button? I think I'm pressing the wrong button. How embarrassing. You can turn this... oh, there we go. You just press it once like so. So you got MPH, KPH. Okay. Rev counter, temperature gauge, which I think is great because a lot of cars deleted them and had a cold and hot light, which was confusing for people because they always thought their coolant light was on. Automatic wipers, automatic lights, they are adaptive, they turn as you turn. The best way I can describe them is you can see more at night on an unlit road than you can in the day. You've got a heads-up display, which will give you speed. It will tell you to take a break. You've got warnings, speed limits, etc. It's fantastic. So anything really you see here is displayed up there, bar like your rev counter and fuel gauge. You've got adaptive cruise control, which will adjust the speed of your cruise control depending on the car in front. Volume controls, you got up, down, in and out on your steering column. So let me put my cooled seats on and make me feel very fresh. And you've got heated seats as well. You've got dual zone climate control. And then you've got this Mazda MZD Connect. Okay, now see these sort of lines going up and down. That's not actually happening. That's just my camera. I think my camera's resolution is that good. It makes that happen, or that bad. Now these cars have CarPlay. So I know it's greyed out, but believe me, it does have it. You just, when you plug in the phone with the cable, that'll light up white. Then you can use your nav app of your choice, and also navigate all the other apps you've got on your phone that are driver compatible, driving app compatible. I know WhatsApp, Spotify, Google Maps, Waze, all those sort of things. I'm quite boring really. I just listen to LBC radio on the way home, occasionally Jazz FM. But on a long run, I probably would use those things. So DAB, I'm sure you know, you've got a massive array of channels for it. I'm sure anyone could find something interesting on there. Okay, but you've also got your FM, AM, etc., and you can obviously stream from your phone, especially using the CarPlay. Once your phone's connected, you can get your call lists, etc. So the sat nav system built in has always been good enough for me. I always say this in all my videos. I've driven to the Tatra Mountains, which is on like the Polish-Czech border, like the mountain. It's like a natural mountain border, and it was absolutely fine. Okay. It's also got something that I find very interesting is you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your car, from the phone to the car, and then you can select places, category, for example, fuel station, and it will search for the fuel stations around here to give you the name, the direction and the distance, but it would also tell you fuel prices. Now fuel prices around here can be, for example, $1.79 a litre for unleaded down to $1.59, so definitely something I would use. And then you've got lots of settings here. I could spend all day going through them, but you can change your heads-up display settings there, brightness control. You can turn this screen off. Safety settings, so you've got distance recognition support system, so this adaptive cruise. You've got smart city braking, smart braking, smart city brake support, and smart brake support. So if you're going along and, I don't know, you're at a roundabout, the car goes ahead, or you think it is, and then you go forward and that car's stopped, it will apply your brakes, okay? It has saved me from rear-ending somebody before at a roundabout when I rented, funny enough, a Mazda in Europe. Blind spot monitoring, so in each of the wing mirrors there is a light, and should somebody overtake you or undertake you, it will bleep and flash up just to say be careful. Very handy. It's got lane keep assist, so it will keep you within white lines, and if you were to let go of the steering wheel, it will correct you twice, and then it will come up, it'll tell you to hold the steering wheel. It's fantastic. Driver attention alert. It'll tell you when, if it feels that the driver is fatigued at all, it'll come up, take a break, and it really does work. It's spooky. It reads your facial expressions. Okay, you've got a 360 monitor, so it'll automatically engage when you hit reverse. But you've got this little view thing here where you can change the views, and that's when I feel like Michael Knight. If you're an 80s child, you'd know a Knight Rider, and you could go through that's the rear, sides, so it's fantastic. Okay, now we're a Mazda dealer, so this will come with a Mazda service, Mazda warranty for a year with roadside assistance. Now I like to share the service history. Here we go. Now this was a local car, yep, BR6 car. We supplied it, there you go, with 2 miles. Serviced it March 20, March 21, March 22. Okay, I think March 22 is probably when we were talking about a new car for them, but it's taken that long to get one. So as you see, full service history. Okay, we get car supermarkets phoning us up at weekends normally, or people in car supermarkets. Can you give me the service history for this car, they say. So we put the reg number in. They tend to have none, but yes, all here, and all done at TW White & Sons here at Orpington. Okay, so you'll have the warranty, it'll have roadside assistance, and not one of these silly roadside assistance packages where you pretty much have to upgrade for it to be any good. It's the full comprehensive package, home start, etc., and covers you in Europe. The car will go through the workshop just to make sure everything's tickety-boo. We will, 6 months, yes, we will service this car and we will MOT this car for the next customer, or they can take it away and we can MOT it in next March just to get the full sort of length. I always give customers that option, but it will have a pre-sales check before it goes out. Okay, now part exchange is extremely welcome, and I really do mean that. You will get the best deal with a part exchange, despite what you hear on the TV, radio, and on the internet. Do punch your reg number in though and get an idea of what your car's worth, and speak to us. We want you to have a nice, seamless, enjoyable buying experience, and we really do want your part exchange. If you have a look at our used car offering, you'll see all sorts of makes and models on there. Okay, now we've got all the dealer facilities, extended warranty, finance, delivery, online consultation, etc., etc. Okay, and do check out our reviews if you've not dealt with our company before, just to see what sort of people you're dealing with. Okay, we do a delivery service within a 100-mile radius, but if you're out of that, just give us a shout. All right, let's see what we can do for you. Now, if you want any more additional photos, videos, any information on the car, do not hesitate to ask, and I really do mean that. And we are here to help, and we're here to help at any time of day. We appreciate that sometimes, well, quite often I'd imagine, people are looking at cars outside regular working hours or our business hours. So, you know, leave a voicemail, send us an email, and we shall try to respond, providing it's not maybe 2 in the morning or something. But yeah, we'll try to come back to you. We're open 7 days a week, but we're really here to help, so please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope it's been interesting and useful, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.